Welcome to the Dota Download, everything that's happening in Dota since the last time I made an episode in 10 minutes or less. That means that we've got the Dota, we've got the drama, not my favorite topic, but it happens so we cover it, and all the other stuff like, I don't know, maybe a trailer for the next season of the anime, whatever. Remember that if you are watching this video, you might be one of the people who's paying a little more attention to Dota than other people who need help finding it. So if you see this, think about sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing, all of those wonderful things to help other people stay up to date. That's enough personal pushing for the Dota Download channel. Let's actually jump into the action and start out with the Dota. There was an interview with Miposhka, the captain of TI10 winning Team Secret. I have it linked in the comments of the YouTube video if you want to go and read the entire thing. If you don't want to read the entire thing, here are the highlights. They didn't think about the fact that it was OG. They just took it one draft at a time and found Tiny, pain in the butt to deal with. We were not afraid of secrets. Lycan, Yutoro with BKB is a hero, so they had a lot of faith in Yutoro. And then when it came to the grand finals, we weren't afraid of anything in the first two games up against PSG, LGD. 2 defeats in the grand final didn't break us, though the fourth game was tough. So if you were thinking back to that grand finals, you want to see what Team Spirit thought throughout the entirety of TI, go ahead, check out that interview. It was wonderfully translated and very interesting read, but quite long. Now for the DPC, there's obviously a ton of games to cover. We're not going to jump into every single one, so each time I make this episode, I'm picking a feature series. Feature series for this past week of DPC was Black and Yellow up against EG. Went to the full 3 games. Now you may not know who's on Black and Yellow. You might just know them from a little bit of slut drama from Eternal Envy from last time around, but we don't have to jump into that. Anyway, it's Rise's High Shaggy, which by the way, High Shaggy was the canine something or other, the wolf named person on Arkosh last season. Now has been revealed, joins a pro team under the real name, etc. Blah blah blah. Then there's Zero, Denhai, and Jubei. Jubei, another name you might recognize from streaming, from old school Zephyr, etc. Against EG. EG's new lineup: Arteezy, Abed, Nightfall, Crit, and Jerax returning to play out from retirement. Underneath each team, you're gonna see the draft for each game, and that Legion Commander for EG in Game 3 was a position 5. Anyway, that's enough for me, the person that, you probably don't care about as much as the pro Dota. So here's a couple of clips and highlights from that series, and the full games are again linked in the description of the YouTube video, so you can go and check out all the action that happened. But other than that, please enjoy why the thumbnail clickbait was what it was.
All the people doubting us and thinking that they're gonna get series off us for free. The haters.
I'll be the one to break the smoke, so I'll jump over onto the Dark Willow, get a nice quick pick off, and the rest of the team, okay, there it is, a jump forward here from Ahmed. He does have that BKB, he's got the last, got enough damage to take that, but they don't have to worry about it now. As the jump over onto the back line rises, he's got a double damage, he doesn't let him, but they just hold him in place, using a beautiful Winter's Curse from Jerax, just to waste a little bit more time, and they'll jump back in again, they get the kill on Nightfall. There's just so much damage coming out. Jubei will fight back, so will Nightfall, but there's so much coming out. Crit trying to buy just a bit more time. Rises, he's gonna try to man fight Arteezy here, but Rises, he gets the kill on Arteezy, and Ahmed next to fall. Crit, he's trying to run into an ultra kill. EG calls the GG. A little damage to allow Jerax to stay alive.
Ooh, great
nice
bash.
Little bash there.
Ooh, great bash again.
Oh my god!
An A-kick.
I mean, he's standing an A-kicking right now against Rises, but again, Jubei, he's just keeping him alive. He's got that back, and look at this damage. Arteezy's sitting so low. He's gonna try to go for the regular souls. It doesn't matter, he gets taken down as Shaggy finding this opening on the back lines, gets the kill on Ahmed. They've got their eyes on Nightfall, and they're gonna be able to just...
You guys come in with a clear strategy against evil geniuses, or were you just playing to your own strengths?
Game 1 we were just playing the stuff we practiced. Game 3 we're freestyling or whatever. We got what we wanted in the first phase, and then the second phase, I mean, I don't think anyone thought we were gonna pick that stuff. We just ended up picking it.
Nothing like good old 17% in your Dota games. Like I mentioned, if you want to go and watch the full games from ESL, they are linked in the YouTube channel description. Now, that was our highlight of the DPC, and we'll touch in on Division 1, what's going on in all of the other regions. Now that we're a little more into it, these scores and standings are starting to be a little more predictive of what's going to happen. So Team Liquid sitting 3-0 at the top of Western EU. Over in Eastern Europe, Team Spirit doing great so far with a 2-0. Obviously, a lot more matches to be played. In China, still nothing has started yet. We are waiting on the DPC Division 1 to start over there. 2 is kind of underway. In South America, Beast Coast Thunder Predators sitting at the top with no losses yet. And then over in NA, Team Undying and Quincy Crew really doing super well, and EG having a hard time finding their groove so far. Then in Southeast Asia, Boom and T1 undefeated, with SMG and Motivate Trust Gaming having played 3 games so far, and Fnatic not doing particularly well. And surprisingly, with the name and the history behind the org, not necessarily the roster, because I'll be honest, I don't remember who's on that roster, but TNC Predators sitting 0-3 at the bottom of Division 1. Not what you would expect. If you're looking for non-DPC action, there is an OGA DotaPit that is happening December 13th to 20th. There are 8 teams invited: OG, Team Spirit, Native Sincere, Navi, I don't know why I said the whole thing, that was weird, Tundra Esports, Nigma, Team Liquid, Team Secret, and Alliance. There's $175,000 on the line. It's a double elimination format, and your talent for the event are Nomad, Black, Misery, Lizard, B-Cop, and Mr. Big Jams. I believe in the hosting seat for that one. There are community broadcast guidelines on their website if that's something that community is looking to cover. Every week, well, I don't make these every week, but in theory, every week we have a player spotlight looking to highlight a player that you may not know and give you a little bit more backstory. This time around, I thought it was really important to highlight a specific player, and I request that everyone respect the memories of this player and those associated with him. If you did not know, the player known as SexyBamboe, or just Bambo recently, did pass away a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about who this player was. So Bambo is, a legacy in Dota. Going back, finding an old interview, I believe, from Join Dota, described him as an unpredictable player, a team player, a fan favorite. He's known for his incredibly risky plays that sometimes work wonders and at other times fail miserably. Playing on the mainstay classic, Mouse Esports, played on EG, played on Zephyr, which was the South Korean team with Purge and Blitz, the Four Clovers and Leprechaun, and also Kai P, was a member of the Gork Sing Sing stack, and a lot of really fun stream hours. And the heroes that he was known for were Tiny, Nature's Prophet, and Enigma, obviously, off-lane, 4 position, etc. And just, a few fun pictures, and he was a wonderful member of the Dota community. Now, unfortunately, with the way that I've structured everything means we go from that right into the drama, which it is what it is. This is just what's happening, which relates back to our features series. So obviously it was a big surprise that EG got beaten by Black and Yellow. And Sammyboy, one of the, I would say, champions of NA, very, very vocal about things that are happening in the scene, said it's a little ridiculous that this interview, was an interview with Jubei that we saw a clip of, got cut really short because of a prioritization for Arkosh and all the clowniness and kinds of reeks of favoritism and isn't giving NA the kind of spotlight that it deserves. Now, to the talent's credit, Purge kind of steps in and says, you know what, you're right. We should have communicated to production, who was telling us to rush it, that we needed to push other things in order to make more time for this interview because it was really, really important. He was trying to explain that for panelists and production and other things that are going on, it's not necessarily prioritization for Arkosh, it just has to do with what production wants, what timelines they're trying to hit, and a lot of other things. Purge apologizes, said he's going to bring it up in feedback, so resolved very quickly. You'll love to see it. And now moving on to the other stuff, because guess what? There are more exciting things than drama happening in the Dota scene. That's right, this does not have enough views on YouTube, absolutely whatsoever, unfortunately, but I'm here to tell you that it exists, so hopefully that's one more person letting you know that the next season of Dota Dragon's Blood is coming out, as long as I didn't get the date wrong, January 6th, 2022, and this was announced a while ago, right? We knew it was coming. That's not new news. But what is new news is the trailer.
My lotuses. No longer your lotuses. Just as you are no longer worshipped. All that sustains you is a spark of divinity.
And I'm only going to show you a small taste because you should go and watch the full thing because it's cool. Anyway, moving on. Looks like support for Dota Underlords has ended. The Valve News Network YouTube channel, which is now you know, not called it anymore. But anyway, same difference. Valve has killed off Dota Underlords, and if that was something you loved, my condolences. That's it. That's your other stuff, your fun little side pieces of information about what's going on in and outside of Dota. As mentioned at the start of the episode, please like, comment, share, retweet, I don't know, send a carrier pigeon. All those wonderful things that help people find this. I'm going to do my best to make these episodes as regular as possible to keep you updated on everything that's going on DPC and Dota news-wise. Thanks for hanging out with me and my rambling. I'll see you next time.